Alright, so I'm kind of setting up shop here and working on a project. I had a customer contact me because he didn't buy a Spat set of Colonial Marine armor. He bought a set from Golden Armor, which was an entire kit, which takes a lot of work. I'm already over 60 hours into this project because of the amount of work this kit takes for every little thing, from trimming it and sanding it and cutting slots and drilling and painting. So I'm almost done. I'm going to cover some of this stuff. That's what I got so far. I'm going to pull this into the shade. Paint it in semi-gloss olive drab number 24087 for a 1950s, 1960s military paint. And I got the bright brown going on here. I couldn't find the dark brown in time. I'll have to come back and revisit that, put the dark brown in. And then I got some silver. I'm going to touch this up and do the edges and some couple little patterns in here. And I'll probably go back with more accurate buckles and straps when I can find them. But you had to hurry up this one for Halloween. So that is almost done. I got to put the shoulder pieces on. So just a quick overview using a Dremel, a couple of soldering irons, a hot glue gun. I'm using a lot of JB Weld, but I'm almost out, so I'm using hot glue where we can. Bought lots of rivets, and I'm probably going to come back and redo the rivets with better rivets. Basically, because I make the Ripley grenade harness, and I got lots of military surplus, I'm going to use something like these little grenade straps and make something like that for the straps that come off the belt. I'm using an LC2 military belt. But I think for the screen use ones, they make their own. And so, for instance, this, I had to cut like an inch off of this all the way around and try to figure out where the edges were. A lot of cutting and then grinding and then sanding to get the edge smooth. And then I had to cut a slot right there and then drill a hole, make a strap, put a rivet through, put this on, then this is JB Weld. So I JB welded the back side of this to smooth out the blind rivet, so it's not going to catch, and that's going to be really hard to rip off. So that's pretty sturdy there. Like, I would do that with my sets of Spat armor, where I'd put JB Weld on the inside of the rivet and then let it set, and you got a nice smooth surface, and that's not coming off. That one showed up pretty good too. So these, I'm going to have to drill holes on that and then rivet that to the armor. So this, especially this took a lot of work. There's a lot of material way on the inside here, and I had to like cut and grind and in general try to get this piece to fit inside of this piece. And then they're so oblong that I couldn't swap them back and forth. I had to, make each little plate fit the shoulder bell, and then I can't even tell which is left or right. And I put a lot of JB Weld in this, so that's not going to break. That's not going to come apart. But if we want to, we can drill these rivets up with bigger rivets in, make it look a little better. So when it comes to Aliens, Colonial Marines armor, you basically have two choices. You either buy a real set from Terry English, may have aluminum or stainless steel or whatever it is, and he's the guy that made it originally for the movie, or you can go with Spat Cave Studios. And he makes a choice set of armor that's basically, you can wear it off the shelf. As soon as you get it, you can wear it. Now, I recommend you be patient, because the last time I bought a set of armor from him, it took like 14 months to get it. So just, don't try to buy it for Halloween or buy it for an event. Just go ahead and throw him some money, be patient, let him take his time, and he'll get to it when he gets to it, and then he'll get a set of armor, and he'll be able to wear it. Might want to do a couple little modifications to it, make it fit you a little better, do some custom paint job. So if you got the money, send it over, and then just wait, and you'll get your set of armor, and you'll be happy with it. I think I got two sets from him, one for a loaner, one for me. So all of this had to be cut, all of that had to be cut, and I had to cut a slot, and try to figure out which side's left, which side's right. It's a lot of work on my part. I'm going to probably come back and put more straps here, so this is a little more sturdier. But like, these were in the white, and I think that these were like not cast plastic, but were like some sort of plaster. So I primered this because the paint wouldn't stick to it, and then I had to paint it, and then I had to put like model enamel on top of the red cap. So these look kind of funky, but I guess it's good for a costume. But then they won't fit in a shotgun shell case. Like I can almost get it in the corner. But then if you put it in upside down, then the case won't close because it's too tall. So these would be only good for wearing, and you couldn't put them in a case to store them. And then the ab pad is rubber, and it's stitched, and it's super heavy. So I need to glue and rivet this one on somewhere. And then I put JB weld on the codpiece, so that's not coming off. So no rivets on that. But this is rubberized, and that's just hella heavy. Like you're gonna wear this, and it's not gonna like fall down. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. I'll probably have to put some straps on the back here. At least this is rough. And I can glue like some straps so we can put some snaps in to the front side of your armor, and then the snaps will hold this up on your armor. It didn't come with a helmet, but it came with a shell. So I got some extra liners. I got an 80s dated helmet liner, and I cut a piece out of that. And basically, it looks so bad, I'm selling the guy one of my Horpat helmet covers. So this is a set of men at arms second pattern. It's pretty coarse, but you know, side by side, compared to a set of Horpat which I had dyed and faded, the colors are dang close. So I did a lot of work on my Horpat camo. Spent like $20,000 in investment in 8 months developing it. So I think it's pretty dang good, and that's the toughest fabric I can get. And basically like, you know, military grade uniform. So this is a set that's stock, and this was made to match the screen used as accurately as possible. So if you see still photos in the one scene where there's actually white light in the bay, where you got Sergeant Apone talking, the uniforms look a little bit cleaner, a little bit brighter, a little bit more tan. So that's what I went to copy. Then for people that wanted, you know, to match the screen, I dyed and then faded a little bit of green, and then we got, you know, uniforms that match the screen. So that's just one set of wash with a little bit of bleach, then going back with a little bit of green and washing it a few times, and you get that matching the screen color. So here's a Spat helmet, and it's actually a steel pot, and he makes these plastic bits. You put that on the helmet, and it looks pretty good, right? I make this helmet band out of vintage military inner tube tires, so usually for Vietnam or for the Rogue One movie, that's what you need. Not really accurate for aliens, but it looks cool. It looks pretty good in military. But this is plaster, and just like I had to drill a hole. Then the earpiece is also plaster and plaster, so I, you know, JB welded these together. But if you put this on here with a little bit of force, you're just going to be able to break this plaster. So this is going to be pretty fragile, and I expect that to break maybe like, you know, on day one on Halloween. Whereas Spat's stuff, this is like cast resin or ABS plastic or something, and that's actually durable. Like you can actually hit that. If I hit this too hard, this plaster, that's just going to snap. So I milled the inside of this with a router, so we can put like some Earpiece black foam on that, or if he wants to incorporate a radio, we can go ahead and do that. And I'm probably going to have to trim this helmet liner down a little bit more, make that a little fit better. And this is weird. These lobster tails for the golden armor helmet, looks like it has fiberglass in it, so that hurt a little bit, you know, painting that and handling that. And I don't want to grind on this, so that's pretty much how it came from him. I just cleaned it, painted it, and then glued these straps through. So I'm on a budget to get this done, and on a time schedule, so I used black because I had black on hand. But if we go back with some more money and some more time, we're going to replace that with green and make that more screen accurate. So yeah, if you want to buy Colonial Marine armor, go with Spat Cave Studios, or if you've got the money, go ahead and buy one from Terry English. I've had so much trouble with this golden armor stuff, and I got like maybe 2 more days to finish this up. So yeah, that is a huge kit and a lot of work, and I couldn't imagine anybody buying that and knowing how much work you have to put into it.